Welcome to the Dog and Gus Show.
Now on Be Kind Radio.
Yep, we're allowed to say that now.
Yeah. What do we got going on today, bud?
We're going to talk with Darren. We had him on a Instagram Live, but now we got him in studio.
Gramcast. Yeah. What's up, Darren?
Oh, well, now that I got some form of video and audio working, it's going great.
Well, nobody knew that, so you didn't have to say it. But
yeah I know, but
But now everybody knows.
Yeah. Well, they know why I'm like running around or look like I've been running around because I have to. It's like the thing comes up and says, find a spot with good lighting and all this. I'm like, well, this will have to do.
Yeah. No, it's good lighting. You look good.
Yeah.
Looking good, man. So what's going on? What do you got going on these days?
Well, just been working on a new album, so that's pretty exciting. I put out a single with a video, and before I really even got to promote it at all, it actually won an award. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, in the Alternative Film Festival in Toronto. I mean, I didn't get into playing music to be a filmmaker really, but it is kind of, it's a whole other artistic thing, right? You put a lot of effort and creativity into it. So it's kind of nice to know that I'm on some sort of a right track with, the zero budget videos,
Yeah, no, that's exciting news. I mean, that's fantastic that you won an award for it. You work hard on it, and to be, given
and
some accolade for it.
I should mention, sorry, that I didn't even say that the
Did you thank us? Did you thank us in your acceptance speech? Yeah.
I didn't make it to the red carpet. The video is called Perpetual Night. So if anybody wants to find it there and have a look for themselves, that's where the name of the song.
So we'll put the link in the.
Yep, I just wrote it. I wrote it down.
Nice.
Well, cool. It's nice to get recognized for something. And they'll probably go, hey, man, the guy that did that Perpetual Night video? He's a rock star.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
did you know that?
He's got like a rock star name.
Oh, and the look,
Darren
obviously.
The look, yeah.
Well, I mean, sorry.
And sunglasses, though.
Yeah, the rock star, you can go rock star Darren, the three names, or serial killer.
Yeah.
Well, that got dark real quick there. But he's right. Yeah. He's right. He's right.
Yeah. It's the David Lee Roth thing,
Is he a serial killer?
Not that we know of, but
all right. He never been charged.
Wayne Gacy.
Well, we can go on, and we won't.
We won't, but yeah. I mean, there's not really many of them.
Serial killers with three names? Wrong. I can go on a list.
All right. Well,
anyway, we won't do that.
We're not talking about that.
All right. It's another podcast.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So, will this be on the new album? This song?
Yes.
Perpetual Night? Yeah.
It's I think the second song, but it's everything is done. It's the album's mastered. I'm just tweaking some artwork things, and it better come out in October, right close to Halloween. So
is it a conceptual album, Darren?
It's funny because all of my albums are instrumental, right? Mm-hmm. It's instrumental, spooky surf, but yet I always think of them as concepts. It's a lot of people would think that's funny because there are no lyrics to tie them together, but the song titles, the artwork, even some of the musical motifs that tie everything together, it still feels like very conceptual to me.
Well, when you're doing it right, you think about, okay, this song and then this song, and then it's going to flow into this song. So, I mean, there is some conceptualness to it.
I think especially because it's spooky surf, right? Like I love your stuff because it is kind of like that, and I'm down with that stuff. So
you. Well, and I think when you think about that, right, the art of an album, and I don't mean like the artwork, but I mean the art of the whole album. Like now, there's so many just playlists, and it's it is what it is, fine. But I do still enjoy that, not just for my own music, but I'm the guy who will buy CDs and put it in and listen to it the way it's supposed to be listened to. Doesn't mean I'll do that forever. I'll certainly make my own playlists too. But yeah,
let's talk a little bit about listening to a CD from beginning to end. That was just a shot at Gus, by the way. It was nothing to do with anything at all.
It's funny. Like I'll listen to certain albums from start. Like there's the Black Album I have to listen to that way. The Pearl Jam 10 I have to listen that way. Live from New York, Nirvana I have to listen to that way. But sometimes I like to flick around, bro.
Yeah, and those sometimes is when Dog is in the car with you.
Yeah, but that's not a CD. That's Spotify. Spotify feels like you're not even like, you know what I mean? Like you're just messing around. It's like swiping, you know?
Seriously,
Swiping,
man.
yeah.
A two hour drive to Montreal, and I think I heard one song through its entirety.
What song was it?
I don't even remember.
I think
I
it
would
was
probably listen to the same song multiple times, you know, like I really like that part, so I'll listen to the whole song again, or I missed something, and yeah.
So what inspired this album, you think? Where did the inspiration come from?
You know, it's pretty constant. I very regularly just have musical inspiration where I just want to create. And I feel like I would be a better guitar player because I write most of the stuff on guitar. That's sort of my lead voice, even though I record all the instruments. The guitar's it's not any more important than any of the other instruments, but it does kind of it's almost like the lead vocals, or it takes that part. But I always feel like I would be a better guitar player if I could practice. But every time I pick up the guitar and I start to practice, it's like I'm in songwriting mode. I'm like, oh, something gets my ear, and I'm like, I get my little voice memo and record it, and then I'm just in writing mode. And I kind of learned to stop fighting that once I started doing the instrumental stuff, because it's like, it doesn't matter what it is. I don't have to think about it like it needs to be fit in this band or whatever. I'm sitting in the passenger seat, you know, like giving the odd direction, turn left here. But other than that, I'm just along for the ride. I just let it happen. And this whole album, the one thing I think that I put a lot more effort into is actual production, just to try to, you know, just keep stepping up the game, you know, making it better. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So for the video for the song, did you send it somewhere, or somebody just saw it and said, hey, let's nominate this video?
No, I just, the nomination. There's, I see what you're saying. Did it send? Yes. There's a company that I work with out of the US that actually, sorry, I have a cat jumping. Yes, I'm trying to talk.
Oh, I remember that part. Yeah.
They send things all over the place, and that's one of the ways that so often I don't know until I find out, like, oh, I got nominated for something, or something like that. And now I know that it can be done through it's a site called Film Freeway. So anybody who makes films, like whether it's short films or any independent stuff, not just independent, but people who do this, they know of this, I'm sure, because that's how, you know, if you look at IMDb and you see all these wins or nominations or whatever for different films, that's where it usually kind of goes through. It's kind of like a funnel, like to find you the right festivals to submit to. Some which are paid and some which are not. Like, and that goes both ways. Some you pay to enter, and some you don't. Like the one I won, I didn't get anything for it. Like, you know, there wasn't like here's the truck rolling back with a pile of money into my my garage. No, that didn't happen. But it's still really quite an honor, though. Like, just to be even considered, you know.
That's the right answer. I want to bring Struck to roll into somewhere soonish.
Yeah.
Yep. I'd be okay with that. I would not say no to it.
Darren gets his for his musical talent and is way more talent than us, and we get it for just being assholes that speak on the podcast.
The world needs more of that. More assholes.
More assholes? No, yeah. I think we're full. We're full. There's lots, so we don't need any more.
Who are you calling an asshole?
Me,
of course you are. Yeah.
Personally, yeah.
I am not. I'm much loved.
You are much loved, yes. So what would you say, how do you deal with the politics of the industry these days? Like, how does that come up? Or do you find that you're not really you're insulated from that?
You mean like actual politics? Like the...
No, we're not going there. But like, okay, you know, the musical industry as it is now, Do you find it a weird space, or do you just sort of stay away from it?
It is weird for sure. I think the music industry has been weird since before I was born, um, and it just keeps. It's funny, like not to. I don't want to be negative or anything, but it is funny that um, there are always sharks swimming, trying to take money out of everybody's pocket, and a lot of the labels. I mean, there are a lot of great memoirs and stuff out there, a lot of books that that really expose how this has always been. That um, there are certain ways that they can legally or illegally rip off the artists, and ways that they can also rip off the fans and the other people that they're working with. And so it's just this whole cycle. And yeah, I mean, it's it's like organized crime or something, in some ways it kind of is, really.
Totally.
But
That's where they get the model from.
yeah, I'm sure. And of course, on my level, like, nobody cares, right? I'm not worth anything, so I'm not. And I don't say that in a negative way. It's just like, as an independent artist, there's no money, like, and that's okay. I don't. If I did this for the money, I would have been done. I would have given up a long time ago. Um, but it certainly is nice when when people do buy a CD or something. It's like, man, that's really cool. Like, that somebody is supporting you that way. Does make a difference.
Speaking of which, is the new album going to have some hard copies?
Oh yeah,
when
definitely.
It's done.
Yeah, I can't. I did that. I started, like, even this one. I said even upside down. I don't know. It's like,
no, that's right.
But
I don't know.
I got those. The main reason I even started with the first one was just, I want it in my hands. I want to go, I did that, and just feel like, not just for my own pride, but the fact that I have a collection of other CDs, and I just kind of like to see my own alongside of that, and be a part of it. And here's a surprising fact. I sell more CDs than I do downloads by far. So, for what that's worth, there are people, even the people who don't listen to it. You don't have to buy a CD to listen to the music, right? You can listen to it anywhere. But it's like merch, people like to have a piece of the band. And so I try to make the artwork and the whole thing look as nice as possible, so people will be happy when they get it.
Sign it too.
Yeah,
I like when you guys when I get art from you guys, like from independent artists in Ottawa and around the area. I like when they're signed, because it just, I don't know, it just feels like you said, a piece of like merch,
It's a memory. It's a tangible memory from the show, right?
So I'm pre-ordering 2 signed copies from you, sir.
All right. Yeah, signed copies. Yes.
Yes.
We'll sign something for you too, but
just a little stamp.
It will be worth nothing, but
it'll be a sticker, and you can just throw it somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I know for myself, like, going to concerts all these years, for the headliner, I usually end up buying a shirt or some kind of merch.
Right.
But if, say, the opening act I've never heard of blows me away, oh, hell, I'm buying something to support these guys too. And that's always been my mentality when I go to shows, when I'm able to afford it. Because, like, right now, it's getting a little crazy.
Yeah. No, it's certainly, for sure. And I think that the way that I've looked at it lately, because we have so many shirts, is grab a sticker. And they're $5, and they, even though it's small, it's still something that I put on a wall over here. That, or again, if you make some stickers, I'll put you on the wall. But it's tangible. It's also from our generation too. Like, I think that we all grew up with hard copies, and it was exciting to go to the store and buy it. And it was a very much it was a commitment for one, but it was also, I don't know. I just feel like it feels better when you go somewhere and purchase something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I have guitar picks that people tend to buy those too, because they're cheap, but it's a cool little item to have. And
totally.
But I think that's the other thing, is a lot of times if you buy, like, it's different if you're at a show because you're right there, like, say you're local or even touring or whatever. But I've noticed this even when I've ordered something from another artist that is, they're doing it independently. If somebody orders a CD from me, I'm the one putting it in the envelope, and so you're probably going to get a handwritten note and something thrown in, like a little extra. That's, you're not going to get that with, like, I don't know, Rob Zombie or something. Which, hey, I'll buy the Rob Zombie CD too, but I'm just saying there is something when you support a really small artist that they're
it's more personal, right? Like it's like you personal. Say, it's like you're getting the order. Hey, Doug and Gus want this. Oh, that's cool. Hey, thanks guys for that. Boom. Yeah, we like that too. Like, so we like, when we have somebody sign something for us and it's to us, right?
Yeah. And even the little package we sent, I've sent a couple packages out to some people in Toronto and stuff like that were on the show, and I wrote a little note on our stationery and send it out, and it's nice because then they post it, and then they also it is, I think that sort of touch is
lost.
It's
a lost art, right?
Yeah. And it sucks because like we said, it's so easy to find music now with these apps, but the artists aren't, like you said, there's so many hands in on that
they're not present.
Yeah.
They're not present like indie artists are, right? Like you go to their shows, they're there, they're waiting after the show while they're watching the other bands. You talk to them, you buy a shirt, you take a picture with them, all that kind of stuff. That it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fun.
And I think that's why the meet and greet thing is becoming one of those things where even bands that are touring and playing in bars they're still having paid meet and greets, even if it's, they go obviously from reasonable to,
ridiculous,
astronomical. Yeah. But that I kind of, at first I thought, wow, that's kind of bizarre. Why would they that? Because growing up, you just wait out at the bus or hope to meet the band or whatever. And most of the time it was possible if you were patient enough. But now and I get it, the paid things, there's nothing wrong with that. But at first I was kind of like, what in the hell? Who is paying for this, right? But
yeah, I remember back in the day when the record stores were around, the one over on Clyde Avenue. I ran in there one day after school because I used to go to Maryville High School.
CD Warehouse?
Before CD Warehouse, it was actually it was a record store.
Oh yeah.
And I ran down there one day because that's where I got my albums from at the time. And the Powder Blues Band was there. So a local, like, Canadian blues band, and they're phenomenal. Yeah. And I didn't have the money to buy the album that day. And I could have got it signed by the whole band because they were there and they were promoting it. And it wasn't like, yeah, kid, we'll sign an album for you. It'll cost you $5.
Yeah.
But I'm buying the album. So why would it cost me? You know what I mean? And some of these artists are like, yeah, kid, I'll take your picture on, whatever, $20. I'm like, pass.
Yeah. Well, even at the like the big comms, the
Comic-Cons and stuff. Yeah,
they do like these big. You pay this much, you get this. You get. It's kind of, I don't know. It's like a baseball player or a hockey player that you love, and you meet them, and they're gonna. Do you mind signing this? And they sign it without asking for money because, they know that's. I don't know. I find that when they're asking for more, I feel like there's somebody behind that sort of, okay, you're going to get paid this much and I'll get this much because I organize the fact that you're going to get paid to sign something.
Yeah.
But again, that's
an agent thing.
Yeah. Which is not what we want.
I mean, at one of those comms or something, and I know there are musicians that do that as well if they fit into the, the theme of it. And as far as musicians and things like the meet and greets and those packages and that, I mean, the truth is, like I said, there's not a lot of money. You're not making a whole lot of, royalty dollars anymore from streams. So they kind of have to, and everybody goes, oh, they go on the road and that's where they make a killing. It's like, no, they go on the road and that's where they might make a squeak by a living, but it's really, I mean, look at the price of gas, right? That's not, nothing is cheap anymore. So,
well, you don't think about all mind it. You don't think about all the things like when a touring group goes on the road, what they have to pay for, right?
Yeah, insurance,
like all the things, all the hidden costs that nobody like you or I think of, and then go, well, why is it $70 for a T-shirt?
Yeah,
because we went to see a certain individual and we were excited. And it's like, yeah, I'm not paying that much for a T-shirt. Sorry.
Was that Gabriel?
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that out loud.
Okay. Well, we just said Gabriel. We don't know. We don't know who.
Yeah. Because nobody's going to stretch it out there and figure out the other name.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, even when Ice Cube was here, it was again. That's not our. You may not be your bag or whatever, but I love Ice Cube. So when I went and saw him, he was offering that, but it was $300. So you had to pay $300, and then you could meet him for 5 seconds, get a picture, shake his hand, and see you later. I suspect you could probably get something autographed too, but I didn't do it because I was like, nah, I'm not. I don't want to spend $300 to do that, right? So
yeah,
might as well go to the casino and lose it in 5 minutes as opposed to
we'd rather put it all on black.
What's what's that site? Cameo. That's what it is. Where you've seen that.
Yep.
Where people go and it's weird because it's all kinds of different people are on there, not just musicians, actors, sports, athletes and stuff. And some of them, the prices surprise me. Like the ones I go like, wouldn't that be more than this one and that one? So I don't know if people just make their own prices or how that works, but I've never done it. I don't know if I'm not sure if I would.
Well, you've got an award now,
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. You should add your name to the list.
You're
happy birthday.
I'll take it on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, now because you can say on your bio and stuff, award winning.
Yeah, that's it.
But don't say what for. Don't tell them it's for a video and not for the music. But it is about the music because it's a video about the music, right?
Sure, that's true.
It's all art.
So there you go.
It's all art. Yeah. Well, so Cameo Dog, to give you, like, you basically go on this site and look up somebody and they'll do a shout out. So do you know the Korean guy that sang that one crazy
Psy?
No, it was like, what song was it? It was a huge song. Anyways, my nephew.
You're not thinking Gangnam Style?
Yeah, that's it.
That's Psy, PHY or PSY, whatever.
So my nephew sent me a happy birthday from that guy through Cameo. And I was like, why would you send me this? He's like, because it's funny.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Didn't cost him much. I think he said $30.
Well, he's a one and done, I think.
Yeah, but still funny.
Yeah. Well, and there was one that was making the rounds of Vince Neil where he was like just hammered or something, and he got the guy's name wrong and all this stuff, and it was kind of sad, but it was kind of funny too. And I thought, man, if I got Vince Neil and he wasn't drunk and didn't get my name wrong and everything, I'd be disappointed now.
Yeah, seriously, you wanted to be drunk and go, what was the name again? Derek. Hey, happy birthday, man.
Yeah, Derek.
Keep shouting at the devil. And I want that.
He called me Derek.
Yeah. Which is crazy because it's like, anyway, it's just such a fall from grace for them. I don't know. Like, that's who they are, though. So you got to kind of, I don't know.
Party hard, fall hard, I guess.
Well, this was a number of years ago. Vince, I don't know, but he seems to have been out of the news for bad things for a few years. Hopefully he's doing okay. I mean, that's why I said it's kind of sad, but also just kind of funny too. Because
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think he's got a few schmil in the bank too.
I don't think he's caring so much about what people think about him.
Although he spends it quickly too. So
well, that's the lifestyle, right? A few million to us is a lot of money, but to them it's like, I'm broke, man.
Yeah. I got so much over.
Vince, you've got $2 million in the bank. I'm broke. Oh my God, I'm destitute.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you try?
Did you try anything experimental on the new album, like a new different type of instrument, or did you just kind of go with what you knew?
There's a guchang on there, and I might be saying that completely wrong. It's a Chinese stringed instrument, and it's not a sample or anything. It is real, and it's the first time I actually played it was what I recorded and put on there. I'm sure anybody who knows how to play it would probably laugh at me or be horrified, but I thought it sounded pretty cool. So that's new. There's always something a little experimental. I put some horns in a few sections, which the horns, the brass, are definitely sampled. Or I played it keyboard style, but synth style, but they're still sampled. I didn't have a real horn section. I wouldn't even know where to find one. So,
well, We have connections. We know a few people.
Yeah.
Some horns.
Yep. What's it's anyway?
Some
Yeah.
horns.
You
Horns. We'll get you some
put on
horns.
Kijiji looking for
That's it. Looking for
badass
horns.
brass.
Badass brass.
Yeah.
That's a good name for a band.
Say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You happening? You going to check out Blues Fest this year?
I don't think so. Isn't that going? That's happening?
It's on right now. Yeah.
Right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been pretty bogged down with work, like not just my job work, but my business too, which I tend to just be driving around doing. Because I have, I don't know if I told you last time, but I have a business called Reptile Rainforest, and I do shows for summer camps and that sort of thing. So that keeps me really busy in the summer. And so, yeah, sometimes I have to miss things like that, but I didn't see anything that that made me go, I have to go this year, but I also didn't look that closely either. I'll probably notice after and go, oh, I can't believe I missed this band or something. So, which has happened to me in the past. Probably has everybody, I think.
Well, it's funny. It's the biggest thing for me now every year is listening to people react to the list when it comes out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, that's fun for me now.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, the blues list this year is sick or it's shitty. And I'm like,
yeah.
Do you know how much goes into getting that together? Do you even comprehend what goes into bringing this band in and this band in and making sure, you know what I mean? People don't get it. And it's like, well, I don't like that band. It's like, well, suck it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's subjective. Like, so I wasn't that intrigued, although I really liked, the Red Clay Strays were there, and like we had DB Cohen on, and he was there, and we had a guy a couple weeks ago who was his band was on there. So it's cool when you see guys that you've interviewed or girls, and basically that's cool about it for me.
Well, Christine was there too.
Yeah, exactly. So like, yeah, she was on the river stage. Eh?
Yep.
Yeah. So like, that's cool. But again, like, it's funny when people. I agree with you because I was like, quick. It's always quick. Somebody posts something and they're like, "Fuck this thing," and why is this person coming? And it's like, because there's a demographic for it, and it, it sells out. So I obviously somebody's wanting to see that. So like
and
Def
honestly,
Leppard.
I think if I went, like, let's say, just for whatever reason, I just went tomorrow, and there's just no way I wouldn't enjoy everything. You know, I mean, I can't say I would love everything, but I would have a great time just with hearing a bunch of artists I've never heard before. But a lot of people look at the list and they go, well, I don't recognize half of these, so it must suck. You know, and that's weird, but that is people. You're right. It's either this is absolute shit or this is the best ever. Like there's no in between, right?
No. Well, now because of the podcast over the last 3.5 years, I do what Gus does now. I'll say, okay, Def Leppard's coming, but I look down. Oh, look, Christine St. Pierre's playing. Nice. You know, Darren's playing. Fucking like cool, right? Like, I'm starting to look for the locals.
Award-winning, Darren.
Yeah.
Award-winning videographer.
I shouldn't have said anything.
We're going to go off on this.
Great.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. So anyway, I was just curious about that.
Yeah, it's interesting. But I think that was a great positive spin that you did, because you do get to listen to some new stuff. And these people are traveling bands that probably don't get the money that Def Leppard gets, or they're getting great treatment there. They always do. That's one thing Blues Fest does very, very well.
Yeah.
But you would enjoy it because it's Ottawa and it's our thing, and there's like great food there. There's great, everybody who wants to drink a beer has beers there. Like all that stuff's there, and you're outside, and it's a beautiful, hot 45-degree day. You're crammed in with 20,000 people, but it's real sweet. That's probably why I don't go well, I would go, but you know what I mean. I haven't gone in a few years, but I do love. I used to love to go. I used to go every year. But the positive spin you put on that was great. I like that. Yep. So on that note, I have a weird question.
Oh boy, here we go. I got to write my answer down.
Yeah. I got a new one too.
Oh
yeah. So you just robbed a bank, okay? And you get in the car, and as your CD enthusiast, you put a CD in to drive away. What song is playing while you're driving away in the getaway car?
I I mean, maybe Bat Out of Hell.
Good choice.
Oh,
Very good.
Although that doesn't end very well for the getaway driver, does it? But it would be worth it. It'd be worth it.
Nice answer. Nice answer. I'm gonna go Mr. Lou, which is the Pulp Fiction song.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah.
Just for my spooky surf dude here, you know.
That's
okay,
right. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Must be the money.
What is that?
It's the lyrics from a song. I don't know the name of the song.
Must be the money.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. Too,
yeah. It's lyrics from what? I can't remember it. Anyway, I just thought the context was good. You know,
Must be the money. Oh, I know that.
You know it. It's like a hip hop song.
There's
Is
also
it like
an
one?
Alice Cooper song called "Steal That Car."
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I knew Darren would have a.
Yeah, he would have another. Yeah,
another touch.
I like the Meatloaf one though.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with Meatloaf. That's
Well, especially like a Bat Out of Hell will be gone when the morning comes. Yeah, so that's perfect for driving away a getaway car.
Yeah. Isn't it about like having sex with somebody in a car?
Possibly.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just pondering. Yeah, that's a good answer. I like it too.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking of what that song is. It'll come to me.
Is it Nelly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Must be the money.
Yeah.
All right.
It's funny how those things you just get one little hook that you remember. And
Oh,
Nelly was here last year at Blues
yeah.
Fest.
Yeah. Do you hate that though when you got like a part of a song in your head and you can't get to the verse or the chorus to figure out what the song is? It drives me absolutely nuts. I can't sleep.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, no, I'm serious. I'll be like, okay, I need to find out. I need to remember what the song is before I go to sleep. You know me, and my brain doesn't shut off for stuff like that.
No,
I get the same problem, but it's a song that like I know. Might even be one of my own sometimes. It's just a song that I know, and there's like it's almost like taking a loop of a couple of bars or something, whether it's a chorus or whatever, and it just cycles, repeats, and I'm like, why can't I stop this? It's like the earworm thing, right? But it just keeps going, and it doesn't have to be the catchy part either. It's just whatever it is.
The song is "Ride with Me."
If you want to ride with me, gonna make them.
See, that's even more. It's even more towards what
money. Yeah, I remember that. I had that album. I have that CD.
There you go.
I have that CD still.
Very relevant.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and the way when you sang it there, that's sang. Is that the word? Anyway, that's how I. Well,
I wouldn't call what I did singing, but
either.
Well, I recognized it because of that. I probably wouldn't even known what the words were except money, right? And so I did recognize it for sure.
Cool. If you want to do money, you could do Pink Floyd. Money. But that's a really slow drive away song. So
Pink Floyd doesn't have like a lot of. Well, maybe We Don't Need No Education.
Oh, another brick in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a get you going kind of. I gotta drive fast.
It's funny you say that 'cause I was driving. I had a job driving for a dental lab, and so I would drive all day. And I remember one rainy day on my way out of work or to like driving for my job in the morning, I stopped at like Value Village or something, and I grabbed Dark Side of the Moon. It was on like. I'm going, I can't believe this is like $2 for the CD, right? I haven't heard it in years other than the record from years ago. So I put it on and man, I'm like, I'm not going to make it till lunchtime driving. I'm going to fall asleep because it was just so mellow and it's raining and everything. Like, okay, not good driving music. It's
Yeah.
I can add on to that. I got it from a friend of mine for a birthday present one year. And I was like, same thing. I'm at home. I'm listening to it. I'm falling asleep listening to it until the alarm clock goes off in that when it goes, I'm like, it woke me, scared the crap out of me.
If you're interested in a nice version of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon album, there's a reggae band that does Dub Side of the Moon. So they do a very good version of that album.
Oh, wow.
Very cool. Very cool. Just something different. Most of my earworms these days are the Wiggles or Snoop Dogg doing like kids songs or Bluey. Like
Bluey.
those are the big ones right now. I have young kids, right? So like they're like, can you play Bluey? Can you play Bluey? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I have like, I'm trying to get them like, oh, let's listen to something that I like, you know, like the new Chris Stapleton song,
right? Like Bluey, the Australian Peppa Pig.
It's way better, dude.
Oh yeah.
The dad is actually kind of cool. Okay, like the Peppa Pig dad is like kind of a Poindexter, you know?
That's sacrilege.
This is not. I can have an opinion.
I know that.
I'm watching this shit. All right. Like you just.
So I watch it at work all the time.
There's some great videos though that are out there that you see the dad's still on the couch watching Bluey and the kids are long in bed. He's still sitting there just like watching the show because he's exhausted.
Is that a picture of you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just watched Landman. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you have any live shows booked? Anything coming up?
Not yet. Been really just working on there's not just the video that came out, but there's another one I'm editing right now, and then there's another one in the works. So throughout the summer, that's kind of what I'm doing musically since the album is done, is just releasing a few videos and singles as we go, and leading us into the fall. And then I'm hoping to have a couple of Halloween live.
I was just going to say,
yeah, which is seems like we do that every year.
Well, and you'll have a new album too, right? Hopefully by then.
Yeah, exactly. Be perfect timing.
You got a favorite spot in Ottawa to play?
Pretty much anywhere, really. I haven't had bad experiences. And the last one, where did we play the last time? I think last time I was talking to you and we did the live stream, it was the No-Go in Osgood and Avant-Garde. I think we're doing both of those really close together.
Yeah, you did the one with Dawn there.
Yeah.
The No-Go was with Dawn Sev.
Yeah, well, actually, she played both of those shows.
Oh, nice.
And No-Go was wasn't sold out technically, but it was a really good turnout. It was a blast. It was really good.
It's cool.
Get those Osgood people in there.
Yeah, those Osgoodians.
Yeah.
Goodies.
Goodies.
Goody, yum, yum.
I'm a goodie.
He's a goodie. I'm a whatever.
You're a Elgany.
No, it's the Golden Triangles. I don't know what you call me for living down there.
Asian?
You can tell, right?
Yeah, very much so, yeah. Well, you look kind of like YPA from Kill Bill.
I was thinking of Mr. Magoo, but okay, whatever.
We'll go with that.
Let's go with that. Cool.
So how do you deal with your creative blocks, if there is any?
I don't tend to really I don't experience that much. I think the reason why I don't is because I have a lot of different interests that, you know what, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think there's something that happens in your brain when you do different things, whether it's just like, I'm going to go out for a walk. Like, let's say you're trying to figure something out, it's not working, and you take a break and you come back to it, and you have a clearer head. It's kind of like that, I think, might not be the best way to articulate it, but I think because I have my Reptile business, because I work in a library, I have all these different things that I like to do. It just helps to keep, whenever I pick up my guitar or I just want to do anything musically, I don't seem to have a shortage of ideas. Plus, I love music, so there's inspiration. Like, music, I don't think we're creating in a vacuum, right? Everything is derivative of something else because we're always inspired by what we hear. And I love so many different bands and artists, so I'm always listening to music, new and old. I'm always excited to find new stuff, or new to me anyway.
Cool. I got a question similar to what Gus asked earlier with the bank robbery. You're stuck in an elevator. You're going to be there for a while, and there's only one song that's playing. What song is it going to be?
I want to say "Love in an Elevator" because that's an elevator song, but I don't think I want to hear that repeatedly because I heard it enough. See, it's going to be stuck in my head now. That's it. Yeah. Stuck in an elevator.
It's in my head right now.
I think it's just one song.
Mm-hmm. On perpetual repeat.
Okay. I think something from Brandy Senki, which would be like Nightmarish or something. Japanese band that nobody well, lots of people know that in Japan, probably not enough here. But yeah, that's a great song. I'd love to hear that on repeat.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do too. That's why I ask.
Yeah.
It's always fun to get something that, is like, what? Huh? What did he say?
Yeah,
I have to write that down?
What are you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
I think I'm going to go with Lou Reed.
Okay, well, which song?
You know the song. There's so many cool Lou Reed songs with that.
All right. Thanks for not telling us the song title because you don't remember.
Yeah.
That's it. The cat. I want to hear the cat. Lou Reed is the one that Tribe Called Quest did too.
I'm going to make you hang on. I'm just going to hang him out on the dry on this one. You figure it out and then come back to us.
I will.
I'm going to go. You know what? I'm going to go with
Take a walk on the wild
side.
On
the wild side.
Oh,
I'm going to go with Styx, The Grand Illusion, because I'm just kind of, that's kind of a cool song. I wouldn't mind hearing more. Yeah.
Interesting choice.
Thank you so much.
When you said Styx, it reminded me that Larry was in town. Did you guys get to see Gowan?
Not this time around,
No.
but I did see him the time before.
That's the first time I saw him, like as a solo artist, believe it or not. But I have seen him with Styx.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And yeah, which they couldn't have done better.
Well, they're very similar, the two of them, right? Like Dennis DeYoung and Larry or Lawrence Gowan. They sing the same, almost the same key. They play they play keyboards. They're like, it's like, we can swap one out for the other, for sure. And Larry, I think, brings more of he's more dynamic. He's very energetic when he plays and stuff.
Oh yeah,
that spinning keyboard and stuff. And I saw them. I saw Styx with Foreigner.
Oh yeah,
at Blues Fest. Yeah, in the rain.
In the rain.
Show. It was but it was fun because Foreigner was there, but it wasn't Lou Gramm. It was this guy Kelly, and he killed it. He was awesome. We saw him.
Kelly Hansen.
Yeah. We saw him.
He was, I believe, he was the singer in. Is it Hurricane?
I don't know.
I might be wrong about that. Like 80s glam band back in it, and so good for him because that's a good gig. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And they killed it. There's two bands I hadn't seen live, and they're both in the same night at Blues Fest. So it worked out really well. But Gowan, I went with a buddy of mine, and he was amazing. It was just so much fun to watch him.
Oh yeah.
Just
listen
so
to much energy.
Yeah.
I kept going like, how old are these guys? Right?
Seriously. Well, his brother plays in his band.
Yeah, he's great.
And actually, I think he's now in Styx too.
He is. Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, the drummer that he had is Styx's drummer too, so that's pretty cool to see them in. There was the Brodson Center, so neat to see them in that environment. Yeah,
for sure.
Band.
I was kind of hoping he'd notice me because he dyes his hair, and I had the purple in my beard that day, and because he jumped off the stage and ran around. He went right in behind us, but didn't notice.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, you've been thinking about that for a while. Eh?
I've been losing sleep over it. No.
Larry.
They call me Lawrence. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's one of his albums.
We can call him Larry. We can. I can call him whatever I want. Yeah. I got all his albums.
What's your favorite Reptile?
Ooh.
Some kid asked me that the other day, and I was like, it was the hardest question ever because I love all of them really. You know what I love is one of our local snakes. It's called the smooth green snake. They max out like less than 20 inches. The females get a little bigger than the males, and they're like just completely green, like they look like a lime. And they're bug eaters, so they're really neat. They're really, really cool. And a treasure we have right around here, but most people have never seen them because, well, they're green. Pretty good at camouflaging. So.
Yeah. Now with the Reptile, do you own this company, or you just So like do you own all the reptiles that you have, or? Yeah. Cool.
I went to zoo school in Florida, and I was already like completely immersed in reptiles and other animals too. I love all kinds of animals, and and so I started my business when I came back to Canada.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been going ever since.
Cool.
That's cool.
Big Alice Cooper fan, are you?
Yeah. Alice Cooper is really one of the reasons I started playing music.
Oh,
Yeah, and in fact, I remember meeting him, and said to Alice, "Thanks for corrupting my life." And he was like, "It wasn't me." I'm like, "I got my mom on the phone; she'll tell you." And yeah, and I have here's an interesting fact. I've written some songs for Alice Cooper's daughter and bass player, their band, which is Bisto Blanco. Um, Now, I don't think anything that I've done they've fully used, but they've asked me to write stuff years ago. I knew that the band was coming before the band had a name. We were working on stuff together, so that's a pretty cool full circle moment for
mm-hmm.
somebody who. Yeah, I had the Alice Cooper records and the Kiss records, and I was like 7 years old, going, "Whoa, this is a good job."
Yeah, were you drawn to Alice because of the boa constrictor?
No, I don't know when I noticed that. But the first couple albums that I got, the records didn't have the snake, I don't
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
believe. Um, but there was so much. I mean, when I was a kid, it was like Bowie and Meatloaf and Queen and all of the stuff that was really quite theatrical and dramatic. And I still
Mm-hmm.
like that. I still show business.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
You wanted
and
to be
it's
a part
funny
of it too.
because yeah, if you think about like even the bands that like when Nirvana came out, for example, and the grunge movement hit, and everybody kind of went, well, it's like there's no image, it's the opposite of the glam stuff and all that. And I always laughed at that because I'm like, oh yeah, there's an image. You bet there's an image. It's different. It is the opposite. But if there wasn't an image, they wouldn't all be dressed the same, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
like they're and you could close your eyes and just think of every artist you can possibly think of throughout the decades, and you have an image of what they look like in your mind, and now people, I think they listen with their eyes probably more than ever because of stuff like TikTok and YouTube. It's like constant, like not you're not just hearing it, right? It's just constantly you're seeing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I think a lot of these artists that go on TikTok do really well because they use it to their advantage, what they look
Yeah.
like or what they, maybe not the best stuff comes out that way, but that's how
Mm.
that's how you get noticed.
Yeah, I should probably do that myself. I have a TikTok thing, but all I do is really put little clips of my videos on there. Um, I have this sort of like, well, you guys know because the first time I've ever gone live, and still the last time, the only time, was with you guys when on Instagram. I have, I don't know if it's a shyness necessarily, but I feel like a little, like I'm going to do something on, TikTok and look like a total idiot. And so I haven't really done much other than just post little bits of my videos. But yeah,
Gus will take you through it because he loves that stuff.
yeah,
He's made me do a few.
I think the reason is I just don't care what, I think that's my superpower is I don't care what the
yeah.
viewer sees,
I think
I
yeah,
do
I
and I
think
don't
you
like,
get to, even if you do care, I think once you get past the initial, like it's like jumping in the cold water or something, right? You get past the shock of it, and then you sort of stop caring. Like you just do it.
yeah.
Um, I still have my toe in the water. Haven't taken the plunge yet.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's it's tough
Mm.
stuff. It's if it's not natural, we don't
Mm.
come from that. Like we bought hard copies and we listened to them on our Discman.
Yes,
Yeah.
but even TikTok, it comes naturally to more people in it, or some people more than others.
Mm.
Natural
Yeah.
hams, it'll come to
Yeah.
Am I a natural ham?
natural.
What is a natural?
No
What is
preservatives.
a ham?
No
Can
preservatives.
you give me the
When I was
definition
a
of a ham?
kid, though, like me and my
Short for
friends,
hamster.
we would make little tape recorders, right? We would play DJ basically, and only with more swearing and things like that. Just like make our own video, like our own cassette tapes of us being DJs, taping something off the radio, and then doing some skit or whatever. And I always thought, man, if there was TikTok or any of that stuff when I was a kid, social media, I probably would have gone viral and been famous, but not for something good. Not for anything. Yeah, just for being stupid and doing something asinine.
Our TikTok generation needs to understand how hard it was to tape off the radio. To get a good version of the song without the DJ saying stuff and clipping it early and commercials coming into it. It was a skill.
It was.
Yeah.
It's not matched by these TikTok.
You had to like time
videos.
it like right as
I remember those days.
Sometimes they would talk a long time and you're like, shut up, man, shut up. So I could do it, you know.
I'm taping here.
Yeah.
Man, there was a song I remember trying to learn on guitar for a gig, and it wasn't my band or anything. It was a cover song, and it was the only version I had was given to me. It was taped off the radio, and the DJ is talking over the intro, which is the guitar. And so I'm doing my best to try to figure out what, like, I'm going, okay, I know what the chords are, but apparently I didn't really have the rhythm strumming or whatever it was down, because when I'm like, all right, just show up at the gig, nobody rehearsed like together. We just like, all right, play that song. And I start playing it, like the drummer's like looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? I don't know when to come in, right? I'm like, I don't know, we'll wing it, because I couldn't hear over top of the
Interesting.
Damn talking DJs.
Talking DJs.
Why are you looking at me again?
That's actually a good album title. It's like when DJs talk over music. That should be
that's solid.
I don't know.
We're having because we started a radio station. I did. And that's one of the issues I'm having with some of our friends talking too much. I got some that won't talk enough and some that talk too much.
I'm the perfect mix.
No, you're not.
You think I talk too much?
You are perfect.
Do you think I talk too much?
Here I do.
Oh,
no.
Well, this is a podcast.
Yes.
So if we didn't talk, it'd be be very awkward.
Welcome to the Mime Podcast.
We were 6 minutes long.
The
Mime Podcast. Hey, that's not a bad. Hey, you're on some.
Thank you.
Check out.
Anyway, I years and years and years of like DJs talking over the intro song. Like you said, talking over the intro drives me nuts. When the song is like, there's an important part you're waiting for in the song and they start talking over it. It's like,
or at the end, you know, and like the best part is like that last minute, and then they sort
the
of
outro and stuff.
They
and
start talking 30 seconds out, and you're like, "Shut up, man! It's the best part."
Yeah.
But they don't. Kids will never understand that now.
No, they don't get it. They don't get They don't get what we went through, man.
All right,
they don't
man.
understand.
They don't understand.
Yeah, it's bullshit. I actually prefer the fact that we grew up when we did, because I mean, I'm much younger than both of you, but the that's just fucking around. But
how do you know how old Darren is?
I don't know. I'm just fucking around. I'm probably older, but the thing is you nothing was recorded, right? And we just sort of went about our lives and enjoyed it, and was out till as soon as you saw the streetlights, you had to get home. And you know, I think it's just more. It was just more free. Now it seems like everything's sort of tighter. You know, it's bigger, but it's tighter. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, we've turned this into the old grumbly guy podcast where like ranting about the way it used to be.
Yeah. You kids get off my lawn.
That's a name for Dog's new podcast, like old grumpy grumbly guy.
Grumbly gumpy guy. I like it.
All right. We ask everybody the same question. We've done it since the beginning
of time.
80s or 90s as a decade of music?
Oh, 80s for sure.
Slam dunk.
Yeah. Now, this is, I mean, I've been somebody who I can find something that I love in everywhere. But yeah, the 80s, I think there was, there's a lot more diversity and a lot more really cool experimentation. I think the weird thing is by the end of the 80s, it didn't take long, right? That decade kind of, it seemed like, I don't know, but it didn't take long for things to start becoming cookie cutter and becoming everything. Yeah, everything was the same. And so I get why it had to change. Yeah, but during the good stuff, the highlights of the 80s were higher than the 90s for me.
I think that's why grunge was such a change, because it was, like you said, by the middle of the 80s, it's all these bands that sound and look the same. And it's the same with pretty every genre. Like country had it.
Not
where
grunge though. Not grunge.
No. What I'm saying is that like country had it where every hat act that came out sounded and looked the same. You could barely tell the difference between them.
Yeah.
And then like the 80s, I agree, because I love the 80s, but there's some bands I'm like, I don't remember if that's this band or this band. But then grunge comes along and it's completely different. There's no drum machines, there's no synth, and all of a sudden it's like, what the crap?
Good song,
just a
really good
it's
song.
just a rock band. You know, that's what like you call it grunge, but basically it's just a rock band, you know, playing garage rock and when you throw in some of the other ones like Soundgarden, I mean, they were almost more hard rock metal than, you know, like
Super Unknown is a very metal-y album. Other than Black Hole Sun, like that's a very metal-y.
Oh yeah.
Metal.
Medley,
yeah.
And when you think about
they're grouped into that. They're grouped into that grunge, and people that say like, not that you guys said this, but because I'm going to defend the '90s, of course. But the groups that like everybody groups together, like Pearl Jam and Nirvana and Alice in Chains and Soundgarden, you know, none of those guys sound the same. None of them. So I always find it interesting when they group them together.
Well, they're grouped together because they all came around the same time,
and all from Seattle. Which is interesting.
So like when they, you know, it was just a timing thing, right?
Yeah. I think nowadays a lot of artists in specific genres, and I'll even include metal in this and country and everything, they all sound, actually before I finish that, I'm not going to say they all, but a lot of them, and it's not the artist's fault because the virtuosity is incredible. Some great musicians, but I find the production often sounds very samey. You know, it's like, well, we're using these plugins because that sounds really cool on this album, and then you have a lot of stuff that kind of dynamically sounds similar. Whereas what you're saying about the bands you're defending in the '90s, I could say the same thing for a lot of the stuff in the '80s too. By the end of it, it started where everybody was, it was the kind of
ruined everything.
Yeah, but earlier on, there were so many these bands that really didn't sound the same. But of course, it's a look, right? Same thing with the grunge thing. You can go, well, these guys all kind of looked similar, but in the '80s, it was kind of the same thing. Well, we better, you know, make our hair as big as possible, and you know, wear
every rose has its thorn.
Oh, yeah. You're thinking about the pretty boys of metal.
Yeah, but you know, and a lot of that stuff, like, I mean, I don't know that Poison could ever really be dropped in the metal category anyway. But I get the tag, you know, glam metal. It kind of makes sense.
Well, they were more like the glam rock, right?
Hair metal,
glam rock,
hair metal, glam rock. Well, glam was more '70s, like with Sweet and bands like that for glam metal.
Even Guns N' Roses, though, started out with big hair, right? Like they all started out with big hair, and then
and makeup, and that was just the boys.
Yeah. But I think Poison had more in common with Sweet and that kind of stuff anyway than they did with Ozzy, for example.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
You know,
like Sweet and T-Rex and all these bands out of the '70s that were more, the way they were dressing was more androgynous, right? Like there was kind of just for the shock value.
Androgynous,
right? You like that word?
That was a good one.
I pulled that one out of my thesaurus.
Thesaurus.
That's what I said.
Apparently,
thesaurus.
You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Pardon me. Pardon me.
Well, Darren, thank you. We'll cut you off. I'm sorry. We'll tell you that we love you, man. We appreciate you coming on, and
thank you.
Obviously, check out the video.
Award-winning
video. More videos to come, and a new album coming in October. Once you have some dates, let us post them up for you.
And the album is also called Perpetual Night, same as the video. So that helps.
Sweet. Nice.
And we're looking for hard copies signed by the man.
Yes.
By the award-winning man.
Gus.
Yeah, I'm going to write that
about your
on
music taste.
Yeah. Gus, your tastes suck. I love Darren.
80s rule.
Yeah.
I'd like you to sign his like that. 80s rule, Darren.
Yeah.
Well, Darren, thanks again, buddy. We'll be in touch,
so much.
Just stick with us for a minute here.
All right.